Okay, I'd like to welcome you this morning to Building Construction program here at Butler County Career Academy. Some of the things that we do here in building construction is we teach basic safety across the industry. We allow students to put their hands on power tools and hand tools, get some experience using the tools so that when they leave high school, they have some kind of experience in construction. We also teach a few things about measuring and construction techniques. So today, what I hope to do is kind of give you an overview of all the things that we do here in this program. So I have some students kind of staged throughout the shop in activities and a couple that's going to help me explain some of the things that they're doing in the shop. So I hope you enjoyed today's tour and introduction of the program. Hopefully we can explain it pretty well. So I'm going to turn this camera around and I'm going to get Jackson here to introduce himself.
I'm Jackson Simmons. This is my first year in the program and I'm a senior. This is our model of a fully framed house that we made for our competition that's in a few weeks. We learned how to make this from this floor plan that shows the measurements of the house and we had to cut it. It's all to scale. So these are to scale 2x4s. We had to cut them. We glued it all together. And then this is the final product. This helped us with measuring and learning how to frame the windows, learn how to put up the rafters and the foundation. We also got practice making resumes. And it's just a fun project.
Yeah, it's a project that it allowed the students to see where you can come up with an idea of a design, take it from a design aspect and build it from the ground up. They started with a foundational system, building footings and mason blocks, and then establishing the floor system on top of that, erecting the walls, and then putting a roofing system on top of it. So they're getting a taste of what it looks like in a construction field. And today we also have another project that you'll see a little bit later on of some students actually building a real live roof framing for a structure. So that's some pretty interesting stuff going on there. I'm going to let Jackson go on out into the shop because he's got another thing that he's going to show you today on the lathe. But I'm going to kind of turn this camera around and show you some virtual reality training that we have going on. What we have are, this is Jaheim Finkley. He's one of our students here. And what he's doing today is training in a virtual reality setting. I was hoping that I could get it casted to where you could see what he is seeing inside the Oculus there. But the things that he's been trained on is inside this virtual reality, he has the ability to put his hands on tools, such as skill saws and drills. And it has an instructor in there guiding him along, giving him the safety aspect of using a tool. It gives him instruction on how to use the tool. So in a virtual reality setting, he's allowed to actually work the tool without any danger of getting hurt. So he gets the mindset, if you will, of how tools are used. So it's a pretty cool tool to use as far as teaching students what to expect for when they go out into the shop and actually put their hands on a real live tool. Also in the virtual reality setting there, it takes them through lockout procedures, basic safety. It puts them in a manufacturing setting. So yeah, that's something that we use to train with. I wish I had it to where we could cast up on the screen, but that's just not working for us this morning. So what I'm going to do is take you out to the shop and give you an overview of the activities going on in the shop so you can see what's going on there. So just kind of bear with me as I travel. These are some activities we got going on. All right, this one project right here, we got a couple students working on. This first year is kind of like, hey, let's get our shop in order. So right now we're building some stools for the students to sit on as they're working at these shop tables. We got 2 students working on them right now. I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
My name is Jalen Summers. I'm in the 11th grade. School there.
My name is Tyler Sanders. I'm in the 12th grade. I'm making school there.
Okay. So I'm going to let y'all get to work. Y'all start. You got 2 more legs that you've got to build on that bar stool. So I'm going to just follow you around, guys. Y'all explain what you're doing. Okay. What these guys just got through doing is cutting some legs for their bar stool. What's the next process? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna plane them down. All right, so they're still working on their legs for their bar stools. I'm gonna turn around here and let Jackson demonstrate a little bit of what they're learning on the leg.
Helps us more with precision measurement like we do on the virtual reality. I got a calipers here, and what I can use it for is to, if I wanted to replicate this cup resume, I can measure how big I need the cup, how big the inside of the cup needs to be, how big the stem is, and I can replicate it on here. Now this is, I can use chisels to shape it however I want it. And this also kind of compares us to machines, because lathes can get really big, so you can learn how to respect the big tool while using a small tool in a safer way. Slowly working this log until there's no bark left on it, and it turns and it doesn't shake. Slowly working it down.
Okay, so this is some of the stuff that he's working with on a lathe. You can see some of the things that he's already made using a lathe. It's an interesting tool to teach measurement and when it comes to precision, taking an idea again and bringing it to real life. This is another project we have going on today where we're teaching how to build a rafter system. These guys are getting ready to set a ridge beam on top of this structure and cut out some common rafters. So I'm gonna kind of let you watch these guys for a little bit.
Every day you know what I'm talking about? So,
Have to be the same angle, right? Hey, Rob, kind of explain what you're doing. All right, Rob, kind of explain what you're doing there.
Making common wrap. We're just cutting out the bird feet pretty much right now. And just cutting in right
Okay,
pretty much it.
all right, keep going. Finish it up. Back on your stuff. All right, let's get back at it, guys. I know. All right, Jackson, how much progress we made here?
You've sort of got it to where it's not wobbling as much, but it's not completely true all the way around. When it does that, it's not gonna wobble at all.
So it's going to take some time to get it
Takes
round
time.
all the way around.
But once you get it around, it turns a lot easier.
Okay. You got your legs cut on 10 degrees yet? Gotta make another one. All right, so we got some progress to make over here. We made a wrong cut. We got to make another leg. Yeah. Make it happen, guy.
Mr. Edens. Mr. Edens.
Hey, guys, y'all kind of come around right here in front. Y'all just gather around right here for, we're about to end this up. Have y'all got any questions? Anybody in the room got any questions?
Mr. Edens, there are 2 questions thus far. How
Okay.
much time is spent learning the actual tools and machines? Don't worry, I'm going to read them. You don't have to look at them, Mr. Edens.
Okay.
You don't have to search. Just stay in the view of the camera.
Okay.
How much time is spent learning the use of the actual tools and machines, and or their proficiency levels that they can include on their resume?
Okay. Read the question one more time, please.
How much time is spent learning the actual tools and the machines? And the second question, are there proficiency levels they can include on their resume?
Right. In the classroom, we spend a lot of time in the curriculum, and we teach an NCCR core curriculum, which teaches basic safety across the industry, hand tools and power tools, It teaches employability skills, communication skills, and they can receive a credential if they pass the modules, which is the technical knowledge of the program at 70% or better. So that's the efficiency level that we're looking for, is 70% or better. And it is based off of performance as well, how knowledgeable they are of the tools. So that would satisfy your question on the efficiency, I guess. 70% or better is what's required. And we try to spend about 2 to 3 days a week in the shop to where the students are engaged with the tools a little bit better, and they get the experience by putting their hands on the tools. We try to come up with projects for them to do, but that gets costly for us. So it's kind of hard to involve the students in a project without the material to work with. And that's why we kind of work with the smaller scale model that you saw earlier on. We try to make smaller models to at least give them the idea of how to construct a structure. So yeah, does that answer the question?
It does. Thank you.
Okay. Any questions for the students?
Yes. What has their experience been like in building construction thus far?
Hey guys, anybody want to answer that? What has your experience been like in building construction so far?
Been enjoyable.
Hold on, come closer to the camera so we can.
It's been really enjoyable just learning all the tools and stuff that we have been able to do outside of the program.
Okay. Anybody else want to respond? Anybody else?
There is one more. What is their experience with the VR equipment? How do they feel about it?
Right. Jaheem, you spent a lot of time using the virtual reality. Tell us your experience on using the virtual reality tool.
I really like when you teach you how to do stuff without even like having to touch the tools in real life and stuff like that.
Okay, could y'all hear that answer?
Tell them come a little closer.
I really like it because it teaches you how to use the tools and stuff without having to touch it in real life.
Okay, that's it. Thank you. There are no more okay. Yes, I'll answer that one for you. We received a question, can sell the stools? Absolutely, we can. If you put in an order for one, we'll make sure you get it. And the funds for it will go to the building construction program.
That's right. Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody for coming and visiting the program to just see what's going on. I think the students really enjoy this type of program, and I think it's something that they can use when they graduate from high school. Whatever they decide to do as a career, this is something that they could always use throughout life. So thank y'all for joining us today.
All right, if there are no more questions, thank you, Mr. Eddins. You all did amazing, students. I'm so proud of you. Great job.